Hi friends, I am working as SAP Material Management Consultant working from past 15 years. I have created YouTube channel to support to learners and newly joined SAP consultants. Let's start watch my videos and please subscribe and like and share.
Good morning friends. Today we'll understand about the S4 HANA. So that was the latest HANA database which we migrated from the ECC to HANA. So SAP suggested to go with the HANA database. So we'll understand the journey of the SAP, how it is started and why we need to go with the HANA database in future, and currently so many clients they are using HANA database and S4 HANA. So let's understand about this. So let's start with the journey. So if you remember that in the previous sections we discussed about real-time architectures, which is like R1, R2, R3, we discussed about, right? So what do you mean by R2? So R2 is a two-tier real-time architecture. That means two applications will be, we are using two servers for application database and okay, and presentation server, right? So the journey, how it started with 1979. Okay, SAP released the first business software on mainframes, right? So that was called the R2. So it's mainframe. So we started with the R2. What do you mean by R2? Two-tier architecture. That is like we have two servers. Okay, two servers including the presentation, application, and database. So the presentation layer will be different. Application database in the one server, and the presentation in the separate server. Then, so what is the first 1979? So it is like it started with R2, right? So R by 2. This is a mainframe. Okay, mainframe platform. This is called R2. Okay, so real-time two-tier architecture. Generally, we call it as a real-time two-tier architecture. Then after that, there was some modification. Then SAP thinking that okay, there are so many might be because of the huge data and the business which is improving, business the customers which is every day they are adding into the SAP. And so the finally 1992, what will be happen, the ever growing data and increasing solution portfolio, that is the R3 architecture. That is a, so each, when it is 1992, so here SAP which is introduced the R3 real-time two-tier architecture. So here what will be happen? Okay, SAP introduced the presentation and applications and application data and database. These three, do we have three separate servers we have? Okay, so to increase the profit, to increase the speedness and to increase that. So then usually they are introduced the presentation layer separate and application layer separate and database layer separately. They introduce. Then that was R3. So 1992. So then after that, so since going forward, the people also they are in the too smart and they are using mobiles and mobile evaluations and all on hand they are using so many applications. So then the SAP also thinking and improving their software skills, and they introduce somewhat it is ERP on 2004. The internet changed the way business has been done. So that was 2004. Okay, 2004. Okay, so we SAP adopted the SOA, that is service oriented architecture. Okay, called NetWeaver platform. That is now R3 has become a ERP. So it's a package, right? Enterprise resource planning package, that's right? So this we call the SOA architecture, service oriented architecture. Service oriented architecture, right? And called we here network platform. Okay, do we generally call as a NetWeaver platform? right? So then 2005, 2015 around, okay, the SAP which is introduced that, okay. So because of there are so many tremendous changes in the clients, they are looking into some uh, mobile revolutions has dominated in all the industries. It has been changed to consumer behavior with a handful of the years. Okay, so then SAP, which is introduced as for HANA, okay, is for HANA. Okay, so what it is, it is a business suite. Okay, so here the system will be considering that different like here what will be happen, the HANA database it is introduced. So before this 2015, okay, around 2011, okay, the SAP introduced that HANA database. Okay, so what do you mean by HANA database? What will be happen in the HANA database? Okay, so SAP has first released HANA as an appliance to the customer. Okay, it is positioned as a standalone database like Datamart. Okay, so what will happen here? Okay, HANA is not just a hardware development. Okay, HANA database combines the row based and column based. So we generally call as a OLTP and OLAP, right? So one is OLAP and OLTP, row-based and column-based object-oriented technology. Okay, this is the object-oriented technology. So this makes the S4HANA has 3,600 into faster than the traditional database. So normal database, if you traditional database, if you compare this 3,600 into faster than, that means 460 billion records. Okay, the system can read and analyze in the seconds. So it is too faster. Okay, so this HANA database is an inbuilt database. Okay, why we are saying inbuilt database? Okay, and in memory database. Okay, the minimum of 6 GB of the RAM is required. Okay, so which means the whole active data of the organization can be held in the cache. So that's why we call it as a in-memory database. Okay, and we need minimum of 320 cores processing in the parallel. Okay, that means huge processing power. Okay, so pumping billions of records split of the seconds. Right. Okay, then other than this one, okay, any number of application servers can be added, which can be processing power for. So there are cloud page servers, application servers. There are so many other servers which we can be added. Few capacity flash disks are using to hold a warm memory instead of the traditional spinning disk. Okay, which makes that data retrieval lighting is too speed. Right. So 2011, I think around 2011, HANA database, which is introduced by SAP, because they want to be in memory built. Okay, they want to be too faster, and there are so many other regions. So it is a basically row and column based. It will be calculated. Okay. Okay. So as we said, 2011. Okay. Then what actually the product which is started in the HANA database? SAP has started deploying this product in a HANA database. That is the BW. First, it is the BW. Okay. After HANA database, when they introduced the HANA database, the second 2012, the SAP, which is deploying product lines on HANA database, that started with the BW. So that's why BW now it is a BW powered by HANA. That means BW suite on HANA. Okay. So now if you see that NATO HANA, BW HANA, BW on HANA, BW in HANA, there are so many application modules are there. Okay. That's why faster for reporting purpose we are using. Okay. So business warehousing, that is the purpose we are using. Then November 2015, around what we discussed earlier, 2015. Okay, the first release, that is 1511. Okay, so 1511 is the first release. That SAP which is released, it's completely business suite, simplifying the business process. The entire S4 HANA applications were the wrote here, the course on HANA, right? So this was the journey. Okay, so S4 HANA works only on HANA, unlike the ECC. Okay, so that means S4 HANA, if you want to use the S4 HANA, you should have the HANA database. Okay, other than that, it won't be work. Okay, because it is a huge application. So application server, processing servers, integration servers, services. Okay, and these all are the platforms. Okay, SAP HANA platform. These are application services and processing services and integrating services. There are so many things there. So I think the main thing, one thing what we need to understand here, SAP HANA is a full memory column and row store database. Okay, if you see that mat doc, some of the tables which is there introduced in S4 HANA, those are will be work based on the column and row store database. It's supposed to OLTP. Okay, what we discussed, this is for transactional, and OLAP for analytical purpose, built on the high-end hardware. Okay, so this was the S4 HANA journey. Okay, HANA database and how it is started, SAP, which is like R1, R2, R3, like it is started. Then now we are full-fledged S4 HANA database, it is there. Okay, so the main point here it is what we need to understand here. The SAP HANA is full memory column and row source database. That was very important here. Now we'll discuss about the what are the changes in the S4 HANA comparing to ECC. Okay, what are the main differences in the S4 HANA comparing to our old system ECC ERP system. Okay, so let's understand about it from the simple logistics side. Okay, from a material management, what are the it is very tremendous changes in the S4 HANA. The first change it is there in the master data level. Okay, so metal master data level, there are so many changes which is happen. Okay, so what are the changes? Those changes which is like the first is so we'll talking in the we'll talk about the master data here. So in the metal master data, what will be happen? So the first change is everyone knows. I think last time we had a discussion about this, and that is the our field length. Okay, the material number field length. Earlier, if it is a if you see that earlier it is like 18, but now it is a 40. Okay, but it is optional only. It is not mandatory. So everyone if they want to be convert, they can convert. But it is the default. It will be display as 18 only. Okay. So if your client it is asking that I just want to go with the 40 characteristic, 40 length. Okay. So the material number, then obviously you need to be activate this in the configuration level. But before activating this field material number length, okay, you also need to be justified that whether it is required or not, because okay, the SAP S4 HANA system which is integrating with the third party systems and this SAP application or the SAP system like transportation management, EWM, like there are so many other systems which is connecting. Okay, so it is very since the material number should be matched in the other applications also. So that SAP is working on that. So until if it is introduced, that I think we can, if you have the other applications connected, obviously it will be suggested that go with the 18 characters, because this was the S4 HANA which is implemented, but other systems when you connecting to the transport management and action warehouse management, and there are so many other applications which is there, right? So this it is very difficult to map that. Okay, so that's why. So defaultly it is switched off. The 40 length it is switched off. but still if the client you requested and if we are okay to proceed, okay, then you can activate this one in the configuration level, that is SPRO, IMG, okay, and cross applications, okay, and cross applications components here, okay, then general applications. Yes, I will show you in the SAP login pad. Okay, application functions and field length. Here you need to be activate field length. Okay, extension. Activate, extend fields. Okay, so let's go to SAP system. Okay, SAP, SPRO, and IMG cross applications here. Cross application components and component general. General application functions here, and general function application functions here, field length extension here. So here you need to be activate the field extend field here. So here you need to be select here. So here SAP which is suggested to see the SAP notes here. Okay, if you have the user ID and password, you can download it from the SAP. Okay, SAP marketplace. It is like we need to be download this Excel file. Okay, we can read that why it is restricted and what we need to be look into that before going to the extension. Okay, and what, okay, there's everything which we can see here. Okay, and that was a very important before extending this one. Okay, so here in the SCP note, it's clearly mentioned about that why if you want to be extend this one, what are the prerequisites and other details, all it is there. Okay, so please read this one, and supporting SAP notes also it is there. That means continues to the that SAP note. Okay, other SAP BW related and APO, SNC, EWM, transport management, EM, ABP, GBT. So there are so many other supply chain management applications are there. Okay. Okay, so region and prerequisites why you choose the maximum length of the metal number has been extended to 40 characters. However, if your SAP S4 HANA system is embedded in a system landscape that contains the other SAP business source, this is very important. Other business SAP business source products integrator may only be possible if the extended material number functionality is not activated in the S4. This is also very important. Not activated. Okay. So that's why I just I told, right? So just read this SAP note so that you will be understand about that. You can see here the display SAP note. Here we confirm that I have read the SAP note. So before you confirm, you need to be confirmed. Okay. So this is the one thing which is change. Okay, the big change which is like 18 characters to 40 characters. That was the first one. Then coming to the second change which is there in the Metal Master record. Okay, in the Metal Master record, what will happen? Earlier, we don't have any separate material type for the services. Okay, now the SAP which is introduced the CRV. Okay, so this is the one other change. Okay, which SAP introduced that. Okay, we don't have earlier on the ERP, we don't have separate material type for the services. Now the system which is provided SCRB material type for services. Okay, so now for the services also we can create. Okay, so it will be having the following views like basic data, sales data, purchasing data, accounting data, whatever it might be. So you can see these whatever default services CRV. Okay, what are the views which is there from now you can control from the OMX too. Okay, then the field quota arrangement usage is not available in the S4 HANA. Okay, so if you see that ERP ECC system, okay, if you can see there we have the quota arrangement usage. I will show you the ECC if I have. The metal master record, you can see that, okay, there is a quota arrangement usage. Separately, we have the quota arrangement usage. If you just see that, we have the quota arrangement usage here. This is the quota arrangement usage is there. The application, so you need to be maintaining the middle master record, what okay, what level you want to be used this and all. But in this S4 HANA, we don't have this option separately. Okay, quota arrangement usage is not available in the S4 HANA system. But that is it is just switched off because now they are always considered in the quota arrangement also is a part of that. Okay, so so that means it is not separate functionality, it's a default functionality. It is like it's always considering that. No need to be split, we need to be exposed in the master record whether we need to go or not. Okay, so then so that was the second change. Okay, okay, that was the third change, which is like quota arrangement usage. Okay, is not available. That means the checkbox it is not available. The selection which is not available in the S4 HANA. Okay. Okay. If you see that the screens here, okay. So the quota arrangement usage which is not there. Okay. So in this screen, comparing to the ECC screen, and if you see here, this screen, okay. So we don't have the quota arrangement usage, the field. Okay, so this is the one which is the third change. Okay, so coming to fourth change, they are introducing the advanced planning view. Okay, if you see that in the SAP normal ECC, okay, and previous one, okay, we have this is the ECC. If you see that, okay, we have only MRP related MRP1, MRP2, MRP3, but we don't have any advanced planning view. Okay, but in the S4 HANA, okay, we have advanced planning view, it is there. Okay. So this will be very helpful, right? Advanced planning view, it is integrated to SAP PP. Okay. So for PP advanced planning, it will be very helpful. I think if you are aware about the APO, okay. I think that will be you will be understand about that. Okay, what is the use of the advanced planning? The APO SAP which is now available in the S4 HANA directly. Okay, so that is advanced planning. Okay, so you can see here advanced planning checkbox and okay, and it will be integrated with SAP PP and SAP APO now. Okay, now the next, okay, this is the one change. Okay, which is advanced planning view in metal master record. Okay, the next one is which is like material ledger. So this is one important. So earlier material ledger, if you especially looking into the material ledger, you need to be activated in the material ledger. Right? But now it is a default. Every time every material master it is required, the material ledger should be activated. Okay, it's mandatory. Material ledger should be mandatory. Okay, so material ledger is generally we are using for the we can use the multiple currencies at a time. You can see those the purpose we are using. So it is the this is the costing related, okay, and this is costing one, costing two, and we can see in the accounting data. Let's say accounting data here. So here, okay, material ledger. Material ledger activated in the material level. So indicates whether the material ledger valuation is active for the material. Okay. So can analyze this one multiple currencies at a time. We can see that. Okay, and all it. So whatever it is mostly related to finance related. Okay, if anyone who are from the finance team, they can understand about the material ledger, how it will be how it will be helpful to you, and the multiple currencies that you can see at a time. Okay, so it displays the price history for the moving average price on the transaction level. Okay, that was this checkbox which is there, the latest one which is like material price analysis here. Okay, so this is the which is linked here in the MetaMask record. So if you have multiple, so here it is a zero, right? So if you have the multiple value, multiple prices which is there, so that might be you can see the this price. Okay, let's see if we can find anything. Let's see here, so I think something which is wrong on this plan. That will search some other plan. I must be, I think, somebody did wrongly. So maybe we need to find some other one, which is the best example. Here also same. Here it's not showing, but yeah, we can see this material price analysis. So let's see how we can see the material price analysis. Okay. So here we can see the material number here. Okay, and we'll go to MM03. And select it to plant. Go to accounting one data. Here you can see that material price analysis of per unit it is maintained. Okay, so let's click on here. So before that, actually, costing people they manually will go CKM3 and they will be performing. They will be checking this price analysis and the other things, right? But now, from the Metal Master record only we can see this option. We can click on the metal price analysis and we can see this option. Okay, the costing related. Okay. So that is the option here. That is the one which we have the latest changes in S/4HANA comparing to ECC in the Metal Master record. Okay, so we can see all this information. So okay, and if there are any productions which is done and in other related, okay, we can see here. So these are the changes which is like in the S/4HANA Metal Master record. Okay, so in the next video, we'll discuss about the vendor master record and customer master record. What are the changes? Okay, and we'll discuss about the furtherly the we have the new concept like business partner. In the ECC, if you see that we have vendor master record and customer master record has a separate master record, but in the new S/4HANA, we SAP which is clubbed to that the vendor master card and customer master card we can create in, as a BP business partner. Okay, so there again we have the roles grouping. So there is some configuration which is required that we will discuss about this furtherly. Okay, so majorly these are the changes here. So material price analysis we can see in the price analysis can see from the metal master record and the material ledger account which is the mandatory. Okay, material ledger is mandatory. Metal master record. So these are the metal master record changes majorly. Okay, so going forward, we'll discuss about the vendor master record and other changes, how it will be works. Okay, and some of the changes in the MIGO. Okay, so that means in the table level there is some changes which is here. Some of the tables which is absolute, and some of the changes, some of the tables which is active. So there is like MATDOC. So some of the new tables which is introduced, we'll discuss in the next videos. Thank you guys. Thank you for, please subscribe and please like and please share to your friends. Okay. So thank you very much. Bye bye. Have a nice day.